New World Order, UN Agenda 2030. Okay, let's look at what the elites want your life to look like by 2030. So we will have a one world government, one government governing the entire world. We will also have a cashless society that is being pushed in a lot of ways right now. Mostly tickets. You don't have physical at sporting events and concerts. You don't have physical tickets anymore. They pushed that all onto the wonderful phone. You will also have also the push where these venues, whether it be a baseball game, a football game, a hockey game, a concert, have basically eliminated cash. They no longer are taking cash for food, merchandise, or tickets. So that's the push toward the cashless part. You got a one world central bank. You got a one world military. You've got the end of national sovereignty. I have circled here the end of the family unit. That is a big one. They want to get rid of the nuclear family by pushing things like LGBTQ marriage. They want a leg of that would also be they want to govern your child. They want the school system to instill the school system where the government's values onto your children instead of the family implementing their values onto the child. They want depopulation, and I think I've shown numerous videos about depopulation and how Bill Gates, Fauci, they all want to depopulate the earth. They want universal basic income, UBI. Andrew Yang talked a lot about this. They want microchips for tracking. I think they largely have that already. Yes, it's not right directly in the skin, but there's people out there that use smartwatches. Our phones are a little bit bigger of a microchip, but in a way, they are microchips as well as cameras, Amazon Alexas, and Echoes. So they've got the tracking and control down. They want to implement a social credit system, a social credit score, social credit system, much like China. They want government-raised children. Again, what I just talked about. Government raises your children. That's why the school year is getting longer and longer and longer, and the summer break is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. Because in that summer break, the parents are teaching the kids their beliefs and their values, and the government doesn't like that. The government can't have that. So the government wants to instill their beliefs and their values onto the population, so they do it through the school system. End of private transportation, such as owning a car. Yeah. Take that one out of my dead body. And all businesses will be owned by the government. You will not have a small business. Because if you have a small business, you have a way of escaping the matrix. They don't like that. They will restrict non-essential air travel to only the elites. Human beings will be concentrated in the human settlement zones, AE 15-minute cities. You will only be allowed to be within your 15-minute city. You will not be allowed to travel outside of that. No trip to Florida, no trip to Disney World, no trip to whatever. Wherever you travel to, you will not be allowed to travel. The end of immigration, because we will all be one country. The end of... I can't see those last two. The end of private farmland, owning and grazing livestock. Hence why Bill Gates is buying a large portion of the farmland in this country. Because they don't want you owning it. They don't want you growing your own fruits, vegetables, food, because then you wouldn't be reliant on them to live. End the ownership of family homes. Yeah, we will be renting everything. Carl Schwab, you will own nothing and you will be happy. So yeah, that is the New World Order. That is their goals, and that is Agenda 2030.